Hey everyone, and good Monday morning. We're going to get back into the mirror work, 21 days to change your life. We are way behind on it, and I have some other things to share with you guys. So pour yourselves a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, grab your water bottles, and let's talk about all things spiritual and emotional and positive. Today's video centers completely around positivity. So let's get started, shall we? So as always, we will do the first part of the video is the cards, and let me shuffle these and then I will tell you. For those of you who may be new or forgot, these are available on Amazon. These are the Universe Has Your Back cards. They are by Gabrielle Bernstein, and it's a 52 card deck. Positive affirmations, little bits of nuggets of knowledge from the universe, not tarot, nothing like that, just positive affirmations and something positive to start your day with. So let's get started and pick a card and see what the universe has to say to us today. And this card is very good. Obstacles are detours in the right direction. That is a really good card for today. I think we've all been discouraged by obstacles in our paths when we think we are on the right path and goals in life or things we want, and we keep getting knocked down and sidetracked and we can't get to our goal. But I truly believe, as this card says, obstacles are just detours and we will eventually get there, and every obstacle we run into is for a reason. It's a learning experience. It may be frustrating and feel completely overwhelming and inconvenient to us at the time, but after you are past that obstacle and that detour, you can look back and there will usually, I can definitely find a lesson that I've learned from that little bump in the road. So definitely a good little piece of wisdom from the universe for today. All right, so before we get into the Mirror Work 21 Days to Heal Your Life by Louise Hay, I want to share with you guys a couple of things I picked up that I'm going to be integrating into my videos. These will not be in every single video, but I do want to incorporate more of these things into my videos because spirituality and emotional healing and positivity is a big part, I believe, in what is helping to heal my eating disorder, to help heal my obesity. Obesity is not just about food, it's about a threefold: emotional, spiritual, and physical. So I want to share some of the other aspects of this journey of weight loss and just journey through life with you guys. So like I said, we are a little bit behind, or I'm a little bit behind on the Mirror Workbook. I know a lot of you guys have picked it up and are enjoying it as well. So this one book I'm going to start with today, but I want to give you a heads up on another book if you guys want to purchase it. So it's something I'm going to be starting as soon as I'm done with the Mirror Workbook. So this first book is something I'm going to be incorporating today, and I want to try to remember to read this in every video and every day because it's a daily reading. I might not remember to read it every day, but I hope I do. And I stuck with Louise Hay for this book because I really resonate deeply with her. I enjoy her work. I enjoy listening to her speak. She is very influential in my life, and I enjoy her a lot. So this book is called Trust Your Life, well, Trust Life, and it's Love Yourself Every Day with Wisdom from Louise Hay. And it is also available on Amazon. I will leave a link to that in the description below if you're interested. All right, so I want to share with you what the back of the book says, and I will just read you a little bit about what the book is about and what you can expect from these readings. It says, from Trust Life. Life loves you was Louise's signature affirmation. It's the heart thought that best represents her life and work. At her book signings, the lines of hundreds of people, Louise would diligently sign each book with Life Loves You. She would sign off all of her emails with Life Loves You. She ended phone calls and Skype sessions with Life Loves You. It was always life with a capital L, referring to the one infinite intelligence at work behind all things. Life Loves You is more than just an affirmation, though. It points out a philosophy of basic trust that encourages us to trust life with a capital L, wants our highest good, and that the more we love life, the more life can love us. The first step on this path of trust is to be willing to let love in. By loving ourselves more, we can truly love another more. This is how we become a loving presence in the world. Someone who affirms wholeheartedly, I love life and life loves me. And that is by Robert Holden, co-author with Louise Hay on Life Loves You. All right, now I'm going to read you a little snippet of the foreword of the book so you guys can get a kind of an idea of what the book is about. In honor of Louise's life and work, you now hold in your hands a compilation of her most inspiring teachings and her greatest works. Louise wrote more than 30 books in her lifetime, including self-help books, health books, a cookbook, a children's book series, and even a coloring book. She also co-authored books like You Can Create an Exceptional Life with Cheryl Richardson and Life Loves You with myself, Robert Holden, who co-wrote this and is writing the foreword. She created card decks, audio programs, and an annual I Can Do It calendar. My hope is that reading each day reveals to you the wisdom within each of Louise's works and inspires you to seek out the books that you haven't read. And in the beginning of this book, there is a list of all of her works, her books that she's written, the card decks that she created, and everything. There's extensive. I still have a lot to collect, and I hope to collect them all someday. Trust Life has 365 entries for each day, plus one for the leap year. Each daily entry is titled with a Louise affirmation for you to practice, an inspiring passage for you to meditate on and work with. As I said about choosing each entry, I imagine Louise sitting with me just like when we wrote Life Loves You together. In fact, I positioned an extra chair next to my writing desk, the Louise chair. In my mind, I asked Louise if she was happy with each entry. If I got a yes, it was in. If not, it was cut. So this is a 365-day, one day. You read one entry a day, and it's kind of like a positive affirmation and something to think about. And something I would like to share with you guys. Now, like I said, I won't be sharing this every single video, every single day, but I would like to incorporate it into as many videos as I can, as many videos as I remember. I'm going to keep it right here where I record so I can remember. All right, here is the reading for March the 25th, and it just so happens that it's a Monday this year, and this doesn't have like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays. It's just the dates because you can use this over and over again, which is very nice. So for March the 25th, Monday, here is the reading for today. I always speak to myself in a kind and loving way. I well remember my first lecture. When I came down from the podium, I immediately said to myself, Louise, you were wonderful. You were absolutely fantastic for the first time. When you have done this 5 or 6 times, you will be a pro. A couple of hours later, I said to myself, I think we could change a few things. Let's adjust this. Let's adjust that. I refused to criticize myself in any way. If I had come off the podium and began berating myself with, oh, you were so awful, you made this mistake, you made that mistake, then I would have dreaded my second lecture. As it was, the second one was better than the first, and by the 6th one, I felt like a pro. So that really is something that I need to think about, because a lot of times that I personally think that, oh, I made a mistake, I'm a bad person, or I could have done better, I should have done better. A lot of times in making YouTube videos, I second guess myself, wondering if I've said the right thing, or I re-record the video because I'm not happy with how it looks, how it sounds, and I'm usually very negative about myself, and I do berate myself quite a bit. I am very positive to other people. I love to encourage others, but myself, I tend to be very negative towards. So I think that says a lot in helping me understand that I need to be as positive and kind to myself as I am to others. So that is the readings that I'm going to incorporate from that book. I also picked up a book from a suggestion from a subscriber, and this is called Loving What Is by Byron Katie with Stephen Mitchell, 4 Questions That Can Change Your Life. And this is the book that I plan to dive into as soon as we're done with the mirror workbook. This looks very interesting. So if any of you guys would want to pick it up to read along, to work along with me when I start this, we still have about a week and a half to go in the mirror workbook, so I won't be starting this right now. I will leave a link in the description below to the Amazon link that I bought this from, so you guys can go and read about it. I'll read you a little bit on the back about what it says, so you guys can get a picture of what it is about. So it says on the back, in loving what is, you have the key, now use it. Out of nowhere, like a fresh breeze in the marketplace, crowded with advice on what to think and believe, comes Byron Katie, and what she calls the work. In the midst of normal life, Katie became increasingly depressed and desperate. Then one morning, she woke up in a state of absolute joy, filled with the realization that her own suffering had ended. The freedom of that realization has never left her, and now in loving what is, you can discover the same freedom through the work. The work is simply 4 questions that, when applied to a specific problem, enables you to see what is troubling you in an entirely different light. As Katie says, it's not the problem that causes you suffering, it's our thinking about the problem. Contrary to popular belief, trying to let go of a painful thought never works. Instead, once we have done the work, the thought has let go of us. At that point, we can truly love what is, just as it is. Loving what is will show you, step by step, through clear and vivid examples, exactly how to use this revolutionary process for yourself. You'll see people do the work with Katie on a broad range of human problems, in their relationships, at work, on the deepest anxieties and fears. Once they have done the work, they experience a sense of lasting peace and find the clarity and energy to act, even in situations that had previously seemed impossible. So definitely a book I look forward to sharing with you guys. We will work through this. Like I said, it won't be an everyday reading, but I do want to incorporate this more often in my videos and be something that I do use and work with. So those are the 2 books, the new books that I purchased. I also picked up a new card deck to share with you guys. I know a lot of you guys have said that you weren't on board with the Universe Has Your Back cards, which I completely understand. So I picked up another deck that I'm hoping that more people can resonate with, and I will be switching off and on between the 2 decks. No rhyme or reason why, just different days, whatever I feel, whatever I pick up, whatever I feel connected with that day is what I will read. And this one is The Wild Offering Oracle, a 52-card deck on Giving It All to God by Tasha Silver, and the art is by Katie Daisy. It's beautiful. The cards are very beautiful. I flipped through some of the cards. These are the ones that have sayings on them, readings. Well, that one's very beautiful. And this is the back of them. All right, I will read to you the card that is enclosed, and it tells you a little bit about this deck. It says, "Dear friends, I was inspired to create this deck to encourage you to experiment with wild offerings, offering all to the divine with complete and utter abandon. When you fully surrender any topic to the divine, you begin to release a tremendous burden. You no longer have to solve the problem from the ego. You no longer have to micromanage the entire issue. You immediately feel lighter. Some cards begin by describing a situation, followed by a prayer, whereas other cards simply contain a prayer. The card you draw is the one meant for you in the moment. This deck can be used as an oracle, where the divine guides you to a specific card, or as a fun way to get helpful reminders from the divine to carry with you or put on your altar. One of the best ways to learn the ancient practices of surrender and offering is through playfulness. So please use this deck in this fashion." So I'm very excited to share this with you guys. I'm going to ask God to guide me to which card that me and my viewers, my subscribers, my friends need to hear today, and I will pick the first card. Like I said, I'm not going to do both decks every day, but I do want to pick a card and share just one with you today since they are a new deck. I'm excited to try them out, and like I said, I'll switch back and forth different days, and no particular reason why I use which deck. If you guys have a preference, and if you guys like one deck more than the other and you want me to use one more than the other, I can definitely do that. But I think having a couple decks to switch things up and keep things fresh is good. So let's see what I am drawn to pick from the deck. And this one says empowerment. When you ask the divine to take over, you get pulled into your own authentic power. It is a force of the inner love that wants your wholeness and your magnificence. Unfold my true and radiant self, dear Lord. Beautiful reading, beautiful card. All right, so those are the new cards. I hope you guys enjoy those. I love these. I searched on Amazon and I felt drawn to these cards. So I think these are perfect for us, for me, for you guys. I hope you guys will resonate with them as well, because I enjoy sharing things with you like this. I'll also share with you some cards I got, and these I'm not going to be including in my daily videos or my readings. These are just personal cards. If anybody is interested in a reading, you can email me, and I will definitely do a reading for you, a tarot reading. It's not necessarily something that I'm going to do on my channel, unless there are people that are interested in that. I know it's not something that everybody enjoys, but these cards were, I was totally drawn to these cards, and I could not stop thinking about them. I found them, and then I put them in my Amazon wish list, and so I could remember them, because I thought maybe I would get them at a later time. And as I was checking out, I could just keep thinking about these cards, so I went ahead and bought them, because when something pulls me that hard, and when I keep thinking about something, there's a reason why I'm meant to have these. And these are beautiful. I'm so glad I got these. And this is what they're called: Wisdom of the Oracle. And this is by Colette Baron Reed. And these are truly beautiful cards. This is the back of the card. And then each of the cards, these are not like your normal tarot cards. These each have sayings on them. So this one is Round and Round. This one is All That Glitters. Here is Soulmates. Unfinished Symphony, Truth Be Told, Blessed, Peace. So those are the cards, some of the cards, very beautiful cards. And like I said, these are used in a different fashion than regular tarot cards. These are used for divination, where tarot cards, general tarot cards, you can do elaborate spreads. There's like the Celtic Cross. There are 3, 5, 1 card draws. These are meant to be 1, 2, or 3 draws, and there are specific questions that you ask, and it has a little guidebook and it tells you about each card. So I'm just learning that. So I won't be using these for readings. But like I said, if you're interested in a reading, you can email me and I will give you some further information about how I do readings as well as prices for readings. So my email address is in the description below. You can get in touch with me there. So let's move on and do our mirror work reading because we haven't done it in quite some time and we need to get back to that. All right, so we are going to pick up with day 12 in the mirror work, 21 Days to Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. And day 12 is Overcoming Your Fear. Today you learn about how to diffuse the power that fear has over you and trust that life is taking care of you. All right, and here is a little snippet from today's reading. Fear is rampant on the planet today in the form of war, murder, greed, and mistrust. Fear is a lack of trust in yourself. When you can overcome your fear, you will begin to trust life. You will begin to trust that life is taking care of you. In her international bestseller, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway, Susan Jeffers wrote, "If anybody feels fear when approaching something totally new in life, yet so many are out there doing it despite the fear, then we must conclude that the fear is not the problem." She believed that the real issue is not the fear itself, but how we hold it. We can approach fear from a position of power or from a position of helplessness. The fact that we have the fear becomes irrelevant. When a fearful thought comes up, it really is just trying to protect you. When you become physically frightened, adrenaline pumps through your body to protect you from danger. And the same thing happens with the fear you manufacture in your mind. By observing your fears and addressing them in your mirror work, you will begin to recognize that you are not your fears. Think of your fears the way you view images on a movie screen. What you see on the screen is not really there. The moving pictures are just frames that go by in a flash. Your fears will come and go just as rapidly unless you insist on holding on to them. Fear is only a limitation of your mind. You fear getting sick or becoming jobless or losing loved ones or having your partner leave you. Then fear becomes a defense mechanism. It would be much more powerful, however, to do your mirror work so you can stop recreating fearful situations in your mind. Definitely a powerful reading. All right, here is the heart thought for day 12. I am always perfectly protected. Remember, when a fearful thought comes up, it is just trying to protect you. Tell the fear, I appreciate that you want to help me. Follow that with an affirmation to address that particular fear. Acknowledge and thank the fear, but do not give it power or importance. All right, now we will close with a meditation for day 12. Creating a safe and loving world. Think of today and every day as a time of learning, a new beginning. It is an opportunity to change and grow, to open your consciousness to a new level and consider new ideas and new ways of thinking, to envision the world we dream of living in. Our vision helps us create the world. Come with me and see ourselves and our planet in a whole new and powerful way. Envision a world where everyone has dignity, where everyone, no matter of race or nationality, feels empowered and secure. See children everywhere being treasured and valued as child abuse disappears. See schools using their precious time to teach children important things like how to love themselves, how to have relationships, how to be parents, how to handle money and be financially secure. Then see all the sick people being made well again. Disease becoming a thing of the past as doctors learn to keep people healthy and vital. See pain and suffering disappearing and hospitals being turned into apartment buildings. Envision all the homeless taken care of and jobs available to everyone who wants to work. See prisons building self-worth and self-esteem in guards and prisoners alike. Realizing responsible citizens who love life. See churches removing sin and guilt from their teaching and supporting their members in expressing the divine magnificence and finding the highest good. See governments really caring about people with justice and mercy available to all. See honesty and fairness returning to all business as greed becomes unknown. See men and women empowering one another to live in dignity as all acts of violence are eliminated. See pure water and nourishing food and clean air being the norm for us all. Now let's walk outside and feel the clean rain. As it stops, the clouds fade away, and we see a beautiful rainbow and the sun comes out. Notice the lush vegetation, dense forests, abundant flowers and fruits and vegetables available to everyone. All over the world, see everyone enjoying peace and plenty and harmony among all people. As we lay down our arms and open our hearts, see judgment, criticism, and prejudice becoming old-fashioned and fading away. See borders crumbling, separation disappearing, seeing us all become one, truly brothers and sisters who care for one another. See our planet, our Mother Earth, healed and whole, natural disasters dissipating as the earth breathes a sigh of relief and peace reigns. Think about other positive things you would like to see happening on this planet. As you continue to hold these ideas in your mind, envision them. Envision you are helping create this new, safe, and loving world. All right, and there you have it. There's the meditation and the reading for today. I hope you guys enjoyed everything I shared with you, and I will see you again tomorrow with another video. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.